with that, actions. Putting on as a hopeful leg, you know. To put something on means you're gonna have to carry it. You're gonna have to move with it. You got to walk with it. You know. You're gonna have to sport it. You're gonna have to broadcast it. You got to advertise it. And that's what we do. You know. That's what Zion means, a monument, and it's a representation of something that existed, that still exists by our presence. By our presence being here is evident and infallible proof that the Yahawah is real, man. We don't need no fucking a whole congregation to come out here in great boldness. The Spirit of the Lord say, hey, I don't give you the spirit of fear, but of love, man. What is love? It's an action word. So action is about what? You know, people are all about seeing my motherfucker in action and squabbing and getting down and not letting nobody tell them shit. That's the same thing with us. You know? That's the same thing with us. We by ourselves. A brother may be by himself, but you know what? That brother's strong, man. Y'all, he may get jumped, or people come over and jump me and hurt me physically, but I'm out here. The Lord gave me the strength, the ability to do this, man. You know, so we got to move forward, man, and keep pushing His word, because them chariots, they're watching. You know, the Lord willing, I'm part of that. Lord willing, they are. God has mercy on me. You know what I'm saying? Because we know these things are real. We know Esau is real. You know, we know that he has high-powered weapons that can destroy cities, man. You know, states. With the touch of a button, man. And the missile's gonna do the rest. All he has to do is sit back, drink his coffee, smoke his fucking cigar, and watch a city or state get fucking lit on fire, man. We believe that. So how much more Yahawah Shai, his power, man. He's gonna come and show that, man. Matter of fact, let me get that. Talking too much. All right, this is Psalms 9 and 15. The heathen are sunk down in the pit that they made, and the net which they hid is their own foot taken. Right, they're going to be destroyed by their own device. Right. The Lord is known by judgment which He executeth. The wicked is snared in the work of his own hands. Higayagan Salah. The wicked shall be turned into hell, and all the nations that forget the Most High. For the needy shall not always be forgotten. The expectation of the poor shall not perish forever. Because what's our expectation? We're expecting Yahawah to come back. We're expecting that. Okay? Arise, O Lord, let not man prevail. Let the heathen be judged in thy sight. Put them in fear, O Lord, that the nations may know themselves to be but men. Salah. You see? Having that God complex, thinking that they're unstoppable, that nobody could take them out, that not even a force that comes from above can intervene with his laws or his things that he's written, that he won't even allow that. Even if something were to come down, come here and speak with them, Esau ain't gonna let that thing try to take over. Esau's gonna try to manipulate him to go about his bidding. Because he don't want to give up his power seat. He ain't gonna give up his power seat. That's why Yahawah is gonna do it by force. He's gonna take it by force, man. They're gonna show you that you're but a man and not God, man. You know? Matter of fact, let me hold this still and finish reading this in Sirach 36 and 2. And send thy fear upon all the nations that seek not after thee. Lift up thy hand against the strange nations and let them see thy power. That's why he's allowing you to see his power. That's why he's allowing you to see certain things in the heavens. Most High's not silly. Most High's not dumb. He's not no fool. Nor is he a man that he should lie. So we're out here speaking about these things that are written in the Bible, and he's allowing you to see them and be like, hey, a pilot in the Navy or in the Air Force or someone in the Navy could have watched one of the brothers' videos and heard about the chariots breaking it down, what the UFOs are, and then the Most High allows him to see it, and he's like, damn, there it goes. That's it. That's what they were talking about. That it goes here and there, to and fro. That it can zigzag. It can go slow. It can go as a flash of lightning, as light, the speed of light, or it can just disappear gracefully. Right? Yahawah Shem Yahushua is allowing these things. He don't do nothing where he don't know what's going on. Everything is under control, man. Every step that you take is under the plan of Yahawah Shem Yahushua. Every thought, every word. You know? So how much more what's going on in the heavens, man, with these people that are witnessing these things and trying to figure out what they are. We're telling you what they are, man. Just like when I was watching that podcast with Joe Rogan, he was like, man, that there's a portrait what an artist had painted with the Christ on the cross, and he had the two ones that are on the right and left that are crucified, but in the two corners and behind them in the drawing was those chariots, those crafts with people in them. You know? And he was making emphasis on that, like, hey man, this is something that's not unknown. This has been documented for years. Hundreds of years these chariots have been documented. And they're known right here in the scriptures, man, but people don't have the spiritual eye to know them. Elijah saw them, Elisha saw them. These fiery crafts, man. These chariots of fire. You know? Only the elect are going to find out. Why? Because the Lord guided them to that truth. You shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. Right? How does it say? If you believe in me, you are my disciple. John 8:31. Then said Yahawah to those Jews which believed on him, if you continue in my word, then are you my disciples indeed. And you shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. Everybody else is still trying to find out what is it. What are these things that are going on? You know? Trying to come to these conclusions and use all these different scientific experiments. Getting different engineers to come in. To trying to figure out what's going on. But Yahawah Shem Yahushua already sent it out the message. He already told us what they were. You know? And that's all we do is come out here to bear witness to the truth. So everybody that comes out here, y'all being marked by, either for death or to receive salvation, man. All right. Going back to Sirach 36 and 4. As thou wast sanctified in us before them, so be thou magnified among them before us. And let them know thee as we have known thee, that there is no power but only thou, O Yahawah. You see? Because we know who we worship. We know we worship Yahawah Shem Yahushua, man. Not no so-called white man, which y'all call Jesus Christ. That's nowhere in the Bible. We worship Yahawah Shem Yahushua, man, the true creator of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, man. Not no damn Edomite, no white man that came nothing but to destroy people, rape and rob the indigenous people. Okay? It says, and let them know thee as we have known thee, that there is no power but only thou, O Yahawah. See? And that's all we're doing. We're bearing witness to the truth. We're letting you know these things. Scriptures say we have to come out here and prophesy. Make these things plain upon tables, that he that readeth may runneth. You know? These things are for real, man. Chariots are beautiful. But going back to where I was saying, there's been people that have come out, and there's been, like, for example, 2 people that saw something in the heavens. One of them don't even want to speak about it. They'll cuss out the one that wants to speak out, rebuke him because he's scared of his reputation being tarnished. People looking at him as being crazy. So he'd rather stay away from him. That's a goddamn devil right there. That ain't no Israelite. You know? Us brothers that witness these things, we speak about them, man. We bear witness to the truth. We may not go we don't go to every single person, but we speak it amongst ourselves or in the videos, to the believers, the household of faith, to lift up their spirits, to show you that these things are for real, man. Like I said, I gave my account many times, but I'm going to keep doing it till Yahawah comes back, man, of the chariot that I seen. The first chariot that I've ever seen. What? 2008 is when I found the truth. And months later, I saw my first chariot, and it was no little light. It was no little light moving across the sky or going up and down. And nobody has to believe me. That's fine. I know what I saw. I know what was going on. Like I made the video explain. You don't believe in UFOs. Basically says, then explain this. If you don't believe in UFOs, then explain this. Yahawah is my witness. And I could have told that man that was out there smoking a cigarette and be like, hey, look at that. But I wasn't going to do that. Why? Because it was something that the Most High what I was dealing with, the Most High had it set up to where it was between me and him. But now it's a testimony to you, brethren, to you brothers out there, to show you that these things are real, man. Yahawah is there. He came into my life prior by way of the word, but to comfort me in the time that I was going through complete hell, and something that was about to transpire hours, maybe like an hour after that I wasn't even expecting to happen to me in my life. And that chariot that I saw was the size of a full moon in the sky, man. And like I said, it was not the light of like a brightness that you could not look at it. It was a soft glow, but it was enough. It was there, man. It was in plain sight. Perfect circle. It was no craters in it, none of that gray area like you look in the moon. It was none of that. It was a light, a ball of light, perfect circle of light in the middle of the, like right there, like eye level. Like I said, all you gotta do is be like this. All you do, like say I'm looking straight here, like level. I'm looking at that wall at the building across the street. All I had to do is barely go like this. That was it. I wasn't like this or way up here. I was like this. I just went like that. Boom, it was right there in front of me. The only time I had to extend my neck was when I was parked in my car, because it was right in front of my car at that moment. And I was looking up like that, gripping the steering wheel and looking up into the heavens right there. You know? And I think that's a true account, man. What I saw back in 2008. It says, Sirach 36 and 6, show new signs and make other strange wonders. Glorify thy hand at thy right arm, that they may set forth thy wondrous works. So it says, show new signs and make other strange wonders. Because we know about the signs and the things, the strange wonders that happen in the scriptures. But now he's making other strange wonders and new signs in the heavens to this very day, man. That people are like, nah, there's no way, that's impossible. There's no way that light you said you saw was corresponding with your thoughts. That when you didn't believe it, it shut off. But when you believed it grew brighter. That is no possible. I thought the same thing too. I thought I was in a movie. I was like, damn, only people in the movie experience this. I'm watching a movie. That's the only way I can experience that, or wish to even have to, or wish I could experience that just because I watched it in a movie. But when you actually go through, it's like you are in the movie. You're like, I'm not supposed to go through this. I'm not supposed to see this. This is impossible. Because all our life, what do? We go to school. We're getting bitched and yelled at by our parents. You know, running with friends in the streets, running after a hole, smoking weed, drinking beer, wanting to go kick back, have little parties, gatherings, go to the bars, the clubs. We're so distracted, but then when something hits us that's spiritual, we're like, what the hell was that? You know? But I already knew what it was. These people out here, y'all people don't know what they are, man. They'll say, oh, they're angels or this and demons and this, that, and the third, just orbs and, you know, energy, and it's a reflection of the sun's heat and off the waters and all this different fucking shit. Reflections off the headlights of a car, that it hits a certain wall of energy in the earth that we can't see, and it emanates as light. It's all kinds of fucking you know, what are they called? You know, problem-solving shits people are coming up with. You know, excuses or solutions or answers to them, man. And I'm not saying that's not always. It could be some of those things, but not always, man. Not always. That's why I go back to that one account, man, because there's no damn way. And I ain't no simple ass person, man. I don't settle for no goddamn lies. I ain't no fucking what do they call it? No naive person, man. I'm not gullible. I don't just believe everything that I see. I sit back and I watch it, I look at it, you know. I don't just constantly question it. You know? If I don't have, if it looks fucking fake, I'm gonna say it looks fake. It looks like it's set up. But if I can't figure it out, I'll just leave it alone. I'll see it, watch it, leave it alone. I won't dog it, because I don't really know at that time. I don't know if it was set up or not, a hoax. But what I experienced, there's no damn way that you could say that was all set up. So somebody could be a small, were you doing acid? Were you doing drugs? No, man, I don't do that shit. I never have. I mean, there's certain things that I done, but not at that time, man. I was learning the truth. I had given up smoking cigarettes, everything, man. I wasn't smoking weed, nothing like that in 2008. I was hardly ever drinking either way. Anyways, I couldn't afford no damn beer. Had to pay bills. So yeah, man, like I said, that account right there, that's a new sign. That was a new wonder, strange wonder. But I knew what it was. It was a chariot. Immediately I knew what it was. And after what happened to me transpired an hour later, I knew what the Most High was doing. It was keeping me in that way because something heavy was going to come into my life. That was about to come to my life and hit me hard. You know? I wasn't afraid. I glorified Yahawah B'Shem. I wanted to drive to it. But I was on empty. I couldn't go. So I had to go straight to the house. All I kept doing is looking at it until I couldn't look at it no more. Until my back, you know, I was going away from it. And all I could see was in the rearview mirror, but I couldn't even do that. You know? These things are for real, man. These things are real. It says, Sirach 36:7, raise up indignation and pour out wrath, take away the adversary and destroy the enemy. How's he going to do that when he comes as the Lord of hosts? The Lord of Sabaoth, destroying, man. With thousands upon thousands of angels when he comes and cracks them clouds, man. You know? This is Psalm 68:17. The chariots of the Most High are 20,000, even thousands of angels. The Lord is among them as in Sinai in the holy place. See? Thousands upon thousands of chariots, man. See. You can find another one. I think there's another one in the book of Psalms 104. No, there's not. Thousands upon thousands of angels, man. Chariots. Angels. That's what it really is, man. The chariot is just the power that Yahawah has given to use the elements, to use whatever things that they're out there, man. You know what I'm saying? But the angels are the spirit, the flame, the fire. Okay? This is Revelation chapter 5, verse 11. And I beheld, and I heard the voice of many angels round about the throne, and the beasts, and the elders. And the number of them was 10,000 times 10,000, and thousands of thousands. Saying with a loud voice, worthy is the Lamb that was slain to receive power, riches, wisdom, strength, honor, glory, and blessing. See? Those are those angels that are with them, man, surrounding him, protecting him, as a beehive protecting its queen, man. The bees that protect, the honey bees that protect its queen, protect its honey, its colony. If I'm not mistaken, I believe that's what it's called. The same thing as ants. You know, they're swarming all around Yahawah, man. Yahawah protecting them. Because Yahawah, he is like honey. The word is like honey. You know, but also it could be he can be death. He's a positive and a negative, but it's all righteousness. You know. So the angels of the Lord, man, they're for real, man. They're everywhere. Thousands upon thousands of chariots, man, and they're coming back to judge. Let's get this one. Let's see. This is 2 Kings chapter 6 and verse 13. And he said, go and spy where he is, that I may send and fetch him. And it was told him, saying, behold, he is in Dothan. Therefore set he thither horses and chariots and a great host. And they came by night and compassed the city about. And when the servant of the man of God were risen early and gone forth, behold, and hosts compassed the city both with horses and chariots. And his servant said unto him, alas, my master, how shall we do? Okay, so this was Elisha at Jordan, and the Syrians were coming to apprehend him. They were against him, right? Yes, in verse 8 it says, the king of Syria warred against Israel and took counsel with his servants, saying, in such and such a place shall be my camp. Okay. So Elisha, they were seeking Elisha, the man of the Lord. Right? So his servant tells him in verse 16, and he answered, fear not, for they that be with us are more than they that be with them. So there was a host, there was a heavenly host with Elisha and his servant. And he told him, fear not, because who's with us outdoes everybody that's out here. You know, let me get this one real quick. So the angels, the chariots of the Lord, have the ability to come here. They can reside in here. You know? They can come from the heavens and descend from the heavens and come roam the streets. Just nobody will never know. They hit that predator mode. Nobody can detect them. Just swarming. It's like Esau likes to set up shop in an area where he's hidden, and you speed and you get caught. Chariots could be doing that too, man. Could be rested upon this building, not even knowing it. This is Psalms 33 and 18. Behold, the eye of the Lord is upon them that fear him, and upon them that hope in his mercy, to deliver their soul from death and to keep them alive in famine. Our soul waited for Yahawah. He is our help and our shield. Psalms 34 and 7. The angel of the Lord encampeth around them that fear him and delivereth them. That's what happened with Elisha. And that's what he told his servant. Saying again in 2 Kings 6 and 16. And he answered, fear not, for they that be with us are more than they that be with them. The Lord of hosts, man. Chariots, the angels of the Lord. Okay? It says, and Elisha prayed and said, Lord, I pray thee, open his eyes, talking about his servant, that he may see. And it's not his physical eyes, it's spiritual. Right? Open up his mind to see, to perceive it, to receive it. And the Lord opened the eyes of the young man, and he saw, and behold, the mountain was full of horses and chariots of fire round about him. See? Round about them, man. The angel of the Lord encampeth around those that fear him, and delivereth him out of trouble or death. And when they came down to him, Elisha prayed unto the Lord and said, Smite this people, I pray thee, with blindness. And he smote them with blindness according to the word of Elisha. See? Going back to Sirach 36 and 8. Make the time short, remember the covenant, and let them declare their wonderful works. That's why more and more sightings are being seen, because the time is short. Yahawah is about to come, man. Yahawah is sending out those scouts. He got those scouts of chariots, those angels out, and he's coming with his heavenly host, and they're sending him back information while he's on his travel, man. It says, let him that escapeth be consumed by the rage of fire, and let them perish that oppress the people. Smite asunder the heads of the rulers of the heathen that say there is none other but we. Like I read in Psalms chapter 10, man. You know? Going back to Sirach 36, I'm going to finish it. Oh, that was it on there. So, let's go to 2nd Ezra chapter 9, verse 1. Let me start at 2nd Ezra 8 and 62 and go into chapter 9. These things have I not showed unto all men, but unto thee, and a few like thee. Then answered I and said, Behold, O Lord, now hast thou showed me the multitude of the wonders which thou wilt begin to do in the last times. But at what time? Thou hast not showed me. He answered me then and said, Measure thou the time diligently in itself. And when thou seest part of the signs past, when I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. So everything's coming to its full, and now he's visiting it. Even though they've always been watching, now they're visiting more and more. They're coming here. More witnesses, eyewitnesses, more testimonies are coming up of what they call UFOs. Okay? You know? There's a lot of stuff that are going on that we don't hear about. They ain't going to put on the news. This stuff that just you're experiencing, it's like almost like we're in the old times, right? And we're not able to really, we don't know how to communicate it. You know? People are like, oh man, you're crazy. You don't know what you're talking about, man. You're bugged out. You didn't see nothing. Or people listen, they don't even, it's like, oh, okay. I'm more worried about this going on. I got this going on. I don't give a shit about that. That's just what you're saying. Shit, for all I know, you're lying. You know? That's like the kind of time that we're in. Like going back into the old times where people were just like, you know, you get a video of it, you know? Nah, man, you know, some things are just not caught. You know, but it's happening every day. People are seeing things, watching things. They're looking up more, you know? It says, therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. So they had always been there in the beginning. The chariots, man, the angels, the Alahayim, which Esau calls them Elohim when he speaks that Yiddish, right, that bastard tongue, which is nothing but a compilation of different languages. It's not a pure tongue. What these fake Jews speak, you know, which according to the Bible, they're regarded as the synagogue of Satan, man. The Israelis that are in Israel, imposters, gutter rats, claiming themselves to be the people of the Most High, but they're not. It says, for like as all that is made in the world hath a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest. We're at the end. Everybody's bugged out, you know, frustrated, committing all forms of wickedness. committing murder, adultery, homosexuality, bestiality, pedophilia. And you got the LGBT community bugged out, man. The police force is corrupt. You know? You got every form of wickedness, every form of pseudoscience and false doctrine out here in the earth. And people are just eating it up, accepting it except for the truth, the Bible. That's why Yahawah said, if you continue in my word, you are a disciple of me indeed, man. Right? You shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. Not everybody's going to believe this. We don't need everybody to believe. You're going to believe it when it's too late. When you see the angels coming, man. Fucking you up. Destroying you. Grinding you to powder, man. Right? The grist to the mill. Like Elder Gabar said, man. That's all y'all are. Y'all like dried what is it? Chile de albo, right? The dried jalapeno and the molcajete, and I'm just grinding you up, man, with that rock. And when you're ground up to fine powder, I just blow you out, man. Blow you off, and you're gonna go into the air and just be scattered like ashes upon the land, man. It says, and we know who the end of the world is, Esau, man. That's why Esau, he's trying to develop his space force. Now that man on Joe Rogan's podcast, he said that there's higher up officials that are really taking this thing serious. That he couldn't mention no name, but that really taking it serious in this time. And it's like we know if they touch the apple of the eye of the Most High, his people, if they even try to, man, just, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's pissed off about that. How much more? I mean, he'll be pissed off about them fucking with his angels too, in heaven. Right? It's like, because we know, like, I did a video praising the Lord. I'm just praising the Lord of his manifold works. In the book of Psalms 147, it goes into the word stars. He knows them by names and by number. You go into that word star, it talks about the Messiah, the anointed, or brothers. Okay? Well, angels could be brothers, because angels are likened unto celestial bodies, man. They're celestial. Right? But also brothers on the earth. Because we're also come as angels with the message. They deliver messages as well. You know? Fat bitch. It says even 2nd Esdras 9 and 6, even so the times also the highest have plain beginnings and wonders and powerful works and endings and effects and signs. That's why everybody's seeing all these strange effects in the heavens. This ain't just no man-made shit, man. This is actually things that the Most High prophesied that were going to be seen in the heavens, man.